Thank you very much. I think what you're asking precisely is what is risk culture and what are the key aspects of risk culture? I think that's a very interesting question. Uh, Basically, I would say that risk culture is a set of values, the belief system, the attitudes, and behaviors that determine how an organization manages and approaches risk. And this risk culture influences how risks are identified in the organization, how they are evaluated, how they are analyzed, and of course, how they are prioritized and responded to, of course, and how risk affects the decisions made by all employees at different levels of the organization. So it's a set of values. Our attitude towards risk and risk management is what defines the culture of that organization. There are several key aspects, I must say, several key aspects of, uh, of, uh, of risk culture, but I'm just going to focus on about four or five of them. The first key aspect of risk culture is what I refer to as the leadership and, of course, the tone at the top. Senior leaders in an organization, they set the example. They have to walk the talk and, of course, show how seriously risk management is taken. And, of course, also going ahead to define, acceptable risk boundaries in the organization. That's the first aspect. The second aspect of risk culture is what I refer to from the definition as the set of values and attitudes towards risk in the organization. And the third aspect is risk awareness. People have to be aware of risk in the organization. This, of course, includes understanding, as it were, both the specific risks that affect an organization and then, of course, the general importance of being mindful of the risk in the operations and processes of the organization. The fourth aspect for me of risk culture is what I refer to as the level of accountability and ownership in the organization. All employees should be able to know who is responsible for managing, different risks in the organization, and there should be a clear sense of ownership for risk-related actions and decisions. And finally, for me, a very critical component or element of risk culture is communication and transparency. That's very important. There has to be open lines of communication, various channels that the employees in the organization have to use about risk and the willingness to report. There should be that freedom to report concerns without any fear of retaliation. That way, we're able to encourage a very healthy risk culture in the organization. So this is very, very important. And most of the frameworks, the risk management frameworks that we have this day and age, you'll find that risk culture is at the center of the framework. So that's a beautiful question. So I think we'll leave it at that point. Thank you very much. And thank you once again.